Welcome to my page. I'm Alyssa with Avon by Alyssa Rose. And today is our second episode of the questions and answers. So let's go over some that I have. The first question I have is, do Avon reps get freebies? It kind of just depends. Of course, when you sell something, whether you work in the retail, you do get a discount. Those are usually your commissions. But then also, it just depends. Like, especially with the convention, yes. I mean, you're kind of paying for the swag bag, but in our reality, you're getting a lot of products. So, they do come out with different deals and such, so that you can spend $20 and then where you would have spent 50. So and of course the more you make, the higher the status you are, and then when they come out with something, you get that a little charm or a trip. Sometimes they get free trips. So the second question I have, does LG own Avon? Yes. And this has been 2 years going on. And so at first, I was well, LG does phones. And I mean, my personal experience with LG is, every other phone I loved. Just because they kind of, they have all of the best, in my personal opinion. They take the best attributes of Apple and the best of Android, and they kind of give you that choice in the LG phones at a lower price. But of course, sometimes at the lower price, you can't have, maybe it's a longer battery life or whatnot. So for certain, if you use certain features. So, but yeah, so I would say since LG came in, there were some products that I was kind of I don't know, but since I've used them, I'm actually having more trust in LG, and the couple of CEOs that we've had, the face of the company in the last couple of years, they were both real great guys. I have a lot of respect for them, and they do try to just go the extra mile for their reps. So it's awesome, kind of that little turn in ownership is actually for the better. So, all right, so next question. A little about the product. Why exfoliant? Okay, so I use body exfoliant because I like to use self-tanning. And also I like to have smooth skin. So, and then face exfoliant. Okay. In a perfect world, right, we don't have any toxins, right? We don't have any pollution. We don't have too much sun exposure. We don't have all these germs, we're not touching our face. We're eating all the nutrition that we need to. We're getting enough sleep, all of these things. So yes, in a perfect world, our pH balance would be great. But with all of those factors, A through E, F, whatever, A, B, C, D, E, F, all of those, whichever affects you, they're going to create dull skin, buildup. So kind of look at like a snake, okay? The snake gets rid of its scales. So when you're using exfoliant, you need that gentle grit, and it'll get rid of all of that just buildup. And hey, if you wear makeup too, you use the skincare from a different company that you never used before, and you had a breakout. What do? You know what I mean? So it just kind of, depending on the exfoliant that you trust, it can truly help you. So, all right. So my last question, what is one of my hobbies? I have a ton, okay? But recently it's been reading, and I love thriller and scary books. I do. When it comes to scary movies, I'm even if it's not scary, it's just the music. I'm oh my gosh. But then I'm wait, okay. It's all right, so I've gotten better over time, but with those books, oh my gosh, I just love thriller books, and of course, who doesn't love a good romance? or like Inkheart, you know, where they create a whole nother world for you. So yeah, lots and lots of hobbies. So all right, well, feel free to post your hobbies below, and as always, feel free to just post some questions, send me an email, and hey, subscribe. I'd love to get to know you more. All right, guys, thanks for joining and watching, and I hope you have a great day, okay?